Hi, this is David. We don't have a regular podcast this week, but I wanted to invite you to a special portfolio review and rebalancing live webinar that I'm hosting on Thursday, April 30th at 9 a.m. Pacific Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. During this webinar, I'll present my 5 steps of a comprehensive portfolio review and asset mix rebalance. These steps are: analyze your current situation, understand your loss capacity and loss aversion, model the range of potential wealth values at retirement, determine changes to make in your portfolio and savings rate, implement your plan. There'll be a dedicated Q&A portion where I'll answer questions about building and rebalancing portfolios. I want this webinar to be genuinely helpful for the community. You may have heard me talk about our upcoming Money for the Rest of Us live portfolio cohort, and while this webinar will touch on the upcoming portfolio cohort, it will not be a pushy sales webinar. It's really just a chance for us to get together. I can answer your questions. I can talk about the portfolio construction process. And you can register for that webinar at moneyfortherestofus.com/webinar. That's moneyfortherestofus.com/webinar. Now, speaking of the cohort, registration for the Money for the Rest of Us live portfolio cohort opens this Friday, April 24th at 9 a.m. Pacific Time. Registration will remain open until next week, April 30th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Time, or until all seats are filled. The cohort is only open to 25 investors, so don't hesitate to sign up if you're interested. I'm focusing this first Money for the Rest of Us live portfolio cohort on answering questions that investors in the decade before retirement often ask. Questions like, am I on track to have enough money for retirement? Do I have the right asset mix for this stage of my life? Are my returns in line with my goals? How will current world events affect my portfolio ahead of retirement? This cohort isn't a course, nor will it be personalized investment advice, but I definitely will be answering your questions and be as helpful as I can be. It'll be a results-driven live cohort where I'll guide you and a group in reviewing, building, and rebalancing your investment portfolios, working through the complexity of assessing goals, accounts, holdings, and returns in real time. By the end of 3 weeks, with full participation, you'll have a revised portfolio you can explain and defend, a clear implementation plan, and a repeatable framework for reviewing and renewing your portfolio mix. Topics and steps that we will work through include understanding whether you're on track with your retirement investment goals, assessing your personal risk capacity and tolerance, asset location, and evaluating whether to sell taxable holdings, how AI systems can assist you with your portfolio, and much more. This portfolio cohort is going to be guided by the members of the cohort, what their needs are, what their questions are, what their concerns are, how I can be most helpful. The cohort starts May 5th and runs until May 22nd. You can learn more at moneyfortherestofus.com/cohort. So that's 2 things. Our free portfolio review webinar is on April 30th. You can sign up for that at moneyfortherestofus.com/webinar. And you can learn more about our live cohort and register for it this Friday, April 24th. The URL is moneyfortherestofus.com/cohort. COHORT. We'll be back next week with a brand new podcast.